Hey there. Now that you're excited about building our ticket booking system, let's get your development environment ready. Don't worry, I'll walk you through every single step. Setting up your development environment. Step 1. Installing Go. First things first, let's get Go installed on your machine. This is like setting up your workshop before starting to build something cool. Download Go here. After installation, open your terminal and type Go version. If you see something like Go version Go 1.23.2, give yourself a high five. You're ready to go. How to check Go version. Hey there, let me show you exactly how to check your Go version on both Windows and Mac. I'll guide you through different ways to open the terminal and run the command. Method 1, using Command Prompt Terminal. Press Windows R, type CMD, press Enter, or click the Windows Start button, type CMD, click Command Prompt App. Method 2, using PowerShell Terminal Alternative. Right-click on Windows Start button, select Windows PowerShell or Windows Terminal. Check Go version, type Go version. Press Enter. If Go is installed correctly, you'll see something like Windows Go version Go 1.23.2 Windows/AMD64. Step 2, installing VS Code. First, let's get VS Code installed. Head over to VS Code website. Download the version for your operating system. Run the installer. Simple as that. But wait, VS Code by itself is like a workshop without tools. Let's add the right tools to make Go development awesome. Essential extensions for Go. Open VS Code and let's install some super helpful extensions. These are like power tools for your coding workshop. Search for Go by Go Team at Google. Click Install. Other helpful extensions. Let's add some more awesome tools. Code Runner. Run your code with a single click. Error Lens. See errors and warnings in line while you code. Git Lens. Super helpful if you're using Git. Remember, a well-configured editor is like a well-organized kitchen. It makes cooking, or in our case, coding, much more enjoyable. But just like a kitchen, too many tools can clutter your workspace. Start with these essential extensions and add more only when you really need them. Step 3. Setting up your project. Let's create a home for our project. Open your terminal and run. mkdir ticket booking. cd ticket booking. Go mod init ticket booking. Think of Go mod init as telling Go, hey, I'm starting a new project here. It creates a special file called go.mod that helps manage our project. Understanding directory commands. Hey there, let's break down these commands that help us create and navigate our project folder. Think of this like creating and entering your project's workspace. Command 1, mkdir ticket booking. What does mkdir mean? mkdir equal make directory. It's like telling your computer, hey, create a new folder for me. How to use it? Using command line? Using GUI method? What happens after running this command? A new folder named Ticket Booking is created. You can find it in your current location. It's empty and ready for your project files. Command 2, CD Ticket Booking. What does CD mean? CD equals change directory. It's like telling your computer, I want to go into this folder. How to use it? CD Ticket Booking. Same command for both Windows and Mac. What happens after running this command? You are now working inside the Ticket Booking folder. Any new files you create will be inside this folder. Checking your location. Windows, type CD to show current path. Mac, type PWD to show current path. Real-world analogy. Think of it like this. MKDir is like building a new room in your house. CD is like walking into that room. Your terminal is like your personal assistant that helps you move around. Understanding Go modules, the go mod init command. Hey there! Let's talk about one of the most important commands when starting a new Go project, go mod init. Think of this as setting up the foundation for your Go project. What is go mod init? Simple explanation. Imagine you're starting a new project, like building a house. Before you can start building, you need a blueprint, your project structure, a list of materials, your dependencies, an address, your module name. Go mod init creates this setup for you. It's like getting your building permit before construction. Technical explanation. The command go mod init ticket booking does two main things. Creates a new file called go.mod. Establishes your project as a Go module named ticket booking. The command structure. Go mod init ticket booking. Breaking it down. Go, the Go command line tool. Mod, we're working with modules. Init, we're initializing a new module. Ticket booking, the name of our module. What does it create? After running the command, you'll get a go.mod file that looks like this. This is like your project's ID card, containing module name, Go version. Later, any dependencies you add. Why do we need this? Dependency management tracks what external packages you use, ensures everyone uses the same versions, makes your project reproducible. Module identity gives your project a unique name, helps Go understand how to import your code, makes your code shareable. Version control helps manage different versions of dependencies, makes sure your project works consistently. Common naming conventions. For local development, go mod init project name. For GitHub projects, go mod init github.com/username/project name. For company projects, go mod init company.com/project name. Project structure. Now let me show you how we'll organize our code. Good organization is like having a clean workspace. It makes everything easier. Let's create our first file, main.go. Creating your first Go file. Let's create our main Go file. I'll show you multiple ways to do this on both Windows and Mac. Choose the method that feels most comfortable for you. Method 1, using VS Code recommended. 1. Open VS Code. Windows, double-click VS Code icon. Mac, double-click VS Code in Applications. 2. Create new file. Windows, click the new file icon or press Ctrl-N. Mac, click the new file icon or press Command-N. Or, Windows, go to File, New File. Mac, go to File, New File. Three, save as main.go. Windows, press Ctrl-S, type main.go. Mac, press Command-S, type main.go. Method 2, using command line. Command prompt, Windows. Terminal, Mac. Method 3, using PowerShell terminal alternative. PowerShell, Windows. Alternative terminal command, Mac. Check if file exists. Windows dir main.go. Mac ls main.go. Project structure so far. Your project should now look like this. Now that we have our main Go file, we're ready to add our first Go code, learn about Go packages, write our ticket booking system. Would you like to continue with adding our first Go code? Writing our first lines of code. Open main.go and let's write our first piece of Go code. Let's break this down. It's simpler than it looks. Package main. This is like telling Go, this is where my program starts. Import FMT. We're bringing in Go's formatting package. Think of it as our tool for printing text. Func main. This is the entry point of our program, like the front door of a house. Understanding Go's basic program structure. Hey there, let's dive deeper into these 3 fundamental lines of code that every Go program needs. Think of them as the blueprint for your program. Package main. Think of packages in Go like departments in a big company. Every Go file must declare which package it belongs to. Main is a special package name. It tells Go this is an executable program. If you're building an application, not a library, your primary file must be in package main. Real-world analogy. Imagine you're organizing a big office building. Each department, package, has its specific role. The main lobby, package main, is where everyone enters the building. Without a main lobby, people can't enter the building. Program won't run. Import FMT. This is like bringing tools into your workshop. Import tells Go, I need to use these tools. FMT is Go's formatting package, short for format. It's like your program's communication toolkit. What can FMT do? Think of FMT as your program's voice and ears. It helps you talk to users and listen to their responses. FMT print ln, the simple printer. Think of print ln as your program's way of speaking in complete sentences. It prints the text and automatically adds a new line at the end, like pressing enter after typing a message. FMT printf, the formatted printer. Printf is like having a template for your message where you can fill in the blanks. In this example, %v is a placeholder that gets replaced with the value 25. It's like saying, I am years old, where the blank space is $v. Then Go fills in that blank with 25. So it prints, I am 25 years old. Pro tip, %v is the most flexible placeholder. It works with any type of value. However, there are more specific placeholders like %s for strings, %d for integers, and %.2f for floating point numbers with 2 decimal places. We'll learn more about formatting with strings, integers, and floating point numbers in later sections. Since we know 25 is a number, we could also use %d instead of %v. Both will work. FMT.scan, the listener. Scan is like your program's ears. It waits for the user to type something. Real-world analogy. If you're building furniture, you need to bring your tools first. Import is like going to your tool shed. FMT is like grabbing your communication tools, megaphone, notepad, etc. Func main. This is the heart of your program. Func tells Go, I'm creating a function. Main is a special name that Go looks for. Everything inside the curly braces is what your program will do. Why is main special? It's the starting point of your program. Go automatically runs main first. Without main, Go wouldn't know where to begin. Real-world analogy. Imagine directing a play. The script program has many scenes functions, but you need to know which scene comes first, main. Main is like Act 1, Scene 1 of your play. Putting it all together. Think of it like preparing for a presentation. You enter the right building, package main, grab your presentation tools, import FMT, start your presentation, func main. Common questions. Question, why do we need package main? Answer, Go needs to know if your code is an executable program, package main, or a library for other programs to use, different package name. Question, can we skip importing FMT? Answer, yes, but only if you don't need to. Print anything to the screen. Get input from the user. Question, can we have multiple main functions? Answer, no. Just like a building can't have two main entrances, your program can only have one starting point. Pro tips. Package organization. Import multiple packages. Main function clarity. Remember, this structure is like the foundation of a house. Every Go program you write will start with these elements. Understanding them well will make learning Go much easier. Ready to build more on this foundation? Let's keep going. Try it out. Let's run our program. In your terminal, go run main.go. You should see, Welcome to Triangle.Technology English Course Booking System. We have 30 total tickets available for the course. Amazing, you've just written and run your first Go program. Different ways to open terminal. Opening the integrated terminal in VS Code. Method 1, keyboard shortcuts, fastest way. On Windows or Linux, press Ctrl plus backtick. That's the backtick key, usually under the ESC key. On Mac, press CMD plus backtick. Method 2, using the menu. Click on Terminal in the top menu. Select New Terminal. Method 3, using the command palette. Press Ctrl-Shift-P, Windows or Linux, or CMD-Shift-P, Mac. Type Terminal. Select Terminal, create new terminal. Pro tips for terminal usage. Multiple terminals. You can have several terminals open at once. Click the plus icon in the terminal panel to add more. Use the drop-down to switch between them. Split terminal. Want to see two terminals side by side? Click the split terminal icon. Looks like a rectangle split in two. Or right-click in the terminal and select Split Terminal. Terminal location. The terminal automatically opens in your project folder. Verify this by typing pwd, print working directory. You should see your ticket booking project path. Terminal customization. Change the default shell. Click the drop-down arrow in the terminal. Adjust font size, Control plus or Control minus, Windows or Linux, Command plus or Command minus, Mac. Let's add some variables. Now let's make our program more flexible by adding some variables. Some cool things to notice here. Const is for values that won't change, like the total number of tickets. Var is for values that will change, like remaining tickets. %v in printf is like a placeholder where Go will put our values. Understanding constants, variables, and formatting in Go. Hey there. Let's break down these fundamental concepts in Go. I'll explain them in a way that'll make perfect sense. Constants, const. You know how some things in life should never change, like the number of days in a week or the rules of a game? Well, that's exactly what constants are in Go. They're values that, once set, stay the same forever. Why do we use constants? Let me show you with some real examples. 1, they protect us from accidental changes. Think of it like setting the maximum capacity of a classroom. Once you've decided it's 30 students, you don't want someone accidentally changing that number. 2. They make our intentions clear. Variables, var. Think of a variable like a labeled box where you can store stuff, just like how you might have different boxes for different things in your house. A box for shoes, numbers, a box for books, text, a box for toys, different types of items. In Go, these boxes, variables, can store different types of data, and you can change what's inside them whenever you need to. Why use variables? 1. For values that change. You know how in our ticket booking system, the number of available tickets keeps changing? That's exactly why we need variables. Let me show you. 2. For storing user input. Variables are perfect for storing information that users type into your program. Check this out. 3. For calculations. This is where variables really shine. They help us do math and calculations in our programs. Pro tip: use uint for simple positive counts. Use int when you might need negative numbers. Use uint64 and int64 for very large numbers. Use float64 for accurate decimal calculations. When in doubt with money calculations, float64 is your safest bet. Use string type when the numbers are just for display or identification and won't be used in calculations, like phone numbers, postal codes, ID numbers. Remember, variables are like your program's memory. They help you keep track of things that change while your program is running. The more you practice using them, the more natural they'll feel. Cool tips about variables. Short declaration, the quick way. Instead of writing var, you can use := for a shortcut. Multiple variables at once. Real-world booking system example. Format verbs, those percent things. Hey there, you know those %V symbols we saw earlier? Let's talk about them. I know they might look a bit weird at first. Trust me, I felt the same way when I first learned Go. But once you get the hang of them, they're actually pretty cool. Think of format verbs. Yeah, that's what Go calls them. Like little magic spells that tell Go how to present our values. It's kind of like having different types of containers for different things. You wouldn't drink soup from a fork, right? Let's look at our format verb family. Now let's see these format verbs in action. Some cool party tricks. You know what's really fun? We can do some neat formatting tricks with these verbs. Check this out. Real-world examples you'll actually use. Let's use these in our ticket booking system. This is where it gets really practical. Here's a little secret I wish someone had told me when I started. When in doubt, use %V. It's like that friend who gets along with everyone. It'll handle pretty much any type of value you throw at it. For money stuff, %.2f is your best friend. Keeps those cents in check. For names and text, stick with %s. It's made for the job. Counting things? That's what %d lives for. You know what's really cool about these format verbs? They're like having a personal stylist for your data. They make sure everything looks exactly the way you want it to when it shows up on the screen. I know it might seem like a lot to remember at first, but trust me, after you use these a few times, they'll become second nature. It's just like learning any new language. Practice makes perfect. Quick challenge. Now that we understand how variables and constants work in Go, let's see them in action in our booking system. Try running this new code. Notice how we're using our knowledge about constants for fixed values. Our total ticket capacity won't change. Variables for values that need to change. Remaining tickets will decrease as people book. Print F with %V for clean formatting. The cool part? We can now easily adjust our program. Try these exercises. Change the course name to Triangle.Technology Advanced English. Update the total tickets to 40. Run the program again to see your changes. See how making these changes is much easier with variables? This is why we structure our code this way. It makes our program flexible and easy to maintain. Now that we've got our foundation solid with variables and basic output, shall we move on to making our program interactive? We'll need to let users input their booking details. But before we move on, any questions about what we've covered so far? Remember, a solid foundation is crucial for building something awesome. In our next section, we'll start adding user input functionality. Get ready to make your program interactive. Are you excited? I know I am. This tutorial was narrated using AI voice technology from speechconvert.com. While we strive to maintain natural and engaging delivery, you may notice subtle differences from human speech patterns. We use AI narration to provide consistent, clear, and accessible content for our programming tutorials.